I'm sharing my screen. Till now we have seen different relationships, right? Lookup relationship, master data relationship, many to many relationship, and also self relationship. Today we will cover hierarchical relationship and external lookup relationship. So in any company, people works under another people, right? An employee reports to, for example, this is an employee reports to another employee. I mean, he is just associate or employee reports to a manager. Manager will reports to another employee who is, I can say, director, right? So this structure, reporting structure exists like every organization, like every industry. It will this reporting structure is exist even before software comes in. So here in Salesforce also we have a users. Okay, so users can report to the reporting to the another users. So here the hierarchical relationship will come actually. The how Salesforce is handling the reporting structure from one user to another user is by using the hierarchical relationship. Okay, this is kind of self relationship only. It will uh, refer the like we are making the relationship between the user object only. Okay, not the other objects. So here this relationship will only exist in the user object. So you cannot find this relationship in any standard objects or custom objects. Okay. So yeah, let me go to the my org. If I open schema builder, as I mentioned, you can find the schemas like relation between the objects in the schema builders. For example, if I clear this, okay, I'm just typing user. You see this. So here we have a user object, and you can see these are the user fields, the fields from the users. If you see this lookup user, it's a delegated approver. This is a, if we click on this, okay, I will create the custom field. As I mentioned, I will create a custom field. We'll see like how hierarchical relationship will work. I'm just going to the user object. First let's try like to create the hierarchical relationship in any other object. So I'm trying to create a hierarchical relationship in the opportunity objects. So we have to create a new field, right? New, and we see this. I cannot find the hierarchical relationship data type as a data type. I cannot find that. So I can see only lookup relationship, external lookup relationship. I cannot find the hierarchical relationship field. And let me go to the account. In account also I cannot see that, right? Now we'll go to the user object. This is user object. If we go to the fields and relationship, I'm going to create a new field, and you see the option hierarchical relationship. So in user object only you will see this option basically. So you cannot create hierarchical relationship in any other object, even it is customer or standard. So I'm just creating. You see, allow users to click a lookup icon and select another user from the pop-up list. We can select another user only. So I'm going to next. So here I'm just giving manager, maybe reporting manager, I can say manager. Sorry. So here we have to give the reporting man, maybe relationship name we have to give reporting managers, reporting manager. This relationship will name use in the queries basically. So we will see this this part. Maybe we will discuss this part in detail in when we discuss about the queries. So when you query the records from child to like parent to child, right? This relationship field is necessary. So reporting manager I'm giving. I'm not adding any lookup filters. I'm just going next. So I'm going next and save. Okay, if I go to the reporting, so you see this reporting manager data type is hierarchy. So which means the relationship is hierarchical relationship. Let's see user record in Salesforce UI. Let me open any record. Okay, yeah. So user record and users record always starts with 005. Now you see this, click on edit. I can see a lookup option reporting manager. This is standard one, by the way. We created just for our testing. I created this. Now I'm just giving my reporting manager as integration. Maybe I can give arc form epic. So just consider this is like manager save, right? If I this is how we create the hierarchical relationship in Salesforce and map the one user to another user for reporting structure. So if I go to user details, uh, yeah, you can you can find my manager in Teams. Okay, and also what we can, yeah, if I go to the this user manager, actually I was added like this before. Okay, let's ignore that. Here's Teams. You can find the same. My record is available on the org form, org form epic user. Okay, this is about the hierarchy relationship. And if I go to the schema builder now, let me refresh this. Clear. I should see that. See this reporting manager which we created just now, and this one is a standard one. I created this field before. Now we created this reporting manager is a hierarchy. Okay, hierarchy relationship. If you hover this line right, you can see hierarchy from user to user. Yeah, this is about the hierarchy. Relationship in Salesforce. Um like everywhere you see like which is available only in the user record, but when you go to the account, right? When you go to account object, in account also you see, let me clear all the objects. We'll select only, just ignoring this. Okay, account. I don't want to select user. Yeah, let's select only account. Yes, this is account. So basically in account also exist hierarchy relationship, but it was not mentioned every like anywhere actually. But uh, like as per Salesforce, user we can have only hierarchy relationship available only user object. We can only create in user object, but in account also the parent account is behaves like as a hierarchy manner actually. It will stores the like um, for example Apollo is a parent hospital, right? Apollo can have the uh, Apollo is a parent, right, which is maybe which is available in Hyderabad hospital is parent like main branch. So Apollo can have the like different branches in Kokatpalli and Amirpet also we have a different branch like these are all hospitals only, I mean accounts only, which are under the main account. Maybe the main branch is in maybe Sikandrabad, you can say. This is also hierarchy, right? This is also like kind of hierarchy only. The parent will be we can see the account hierarchy in account records. If I go to any account, but in officially it was not mentioned anywhere like account is also uses the hierarchy relationship, but in the schema builder we can see that which uses the like the relationship, the parent account and the account relationship is a hierarchy relationship. This is just my finding. I'm just sharing to you. So if you go to the any account, right, here you see the parent account. This is also lookup. It's a hierarchy relationship basically. So if I select any account, for example, if I select this account as a parent, mm, okay, let me remove this. There are some triggers are firing. Okay, let me add the parent account. Yeah, if you go to the okay, we'll do one more thing. Yeah, just go to this drop down. You will see the view account hierarchy. In this area account, this is our current account. I mean test account, and above you will see uh, the Textile Corp of America account. This is a parent account. So if I add any branch to this test account, for example, if I go to any account, Genie point. So I'm adding as a text tech. I'm adding text account as a parent to this Genie point. Okay. If I go to the hierarchy of this account hierarchy, you will see Genipoint's parent is text account, test account's parent is this account, right? This is also hierarchy manner actually, but yeah, account and I mean parent parent account on the account is a hierarchical relationship, but which is not mentioned anywhere. But the behavior is like that only, and in the even schema builder also it's showing like it's mentioning it's a hierarchical relationship. Yeah, but we can only create new hierarchy relationship in user object. That is clear. It's not a you know master detail relationship. It's like a lookup relationship only, which means if you delete manager, right, employee can exist. I mean, if you delete one you lookup record, the child can exist. I mean, there is no dependency between the two users. I mean, two users and two records, which means there is no cascade delete. Okay. It is one of the simple type of lookup relationship, I can say. Yeah, that is about the hierarchical relationship. Now the last one is external lookup relationship. So till now we have seen the relationship between the Salesforce objects, right? Whether it is a custom objects or standard objects, both are Salesforce objects only. SF means Salesforce. So we have seen like how one object can relate in another object. The both objects are in Salesforce, inside Salesforce objects only. But in external relationship, um, first of all, many systems, like many companies, they have the different systems basically. They want, for example, big companies like big clients, right? And they use the Salesforce. They won't rely on the Salesforce only. So they are having the different applications. Basically, for example, we are having the e-commerce application, right? So e-commerce application, I can say this is the e-commerce application. Like they are selling some, maybe let's say Flipkart. I can maybe we can take example of Flipkart, right? So Flipkart can have the mobile. We can order from the mobile, okay, and also we can do it from the desktop. This is mobile and desktop. And also if they use the Salesforce, we can also purchase from Salesforce. Okay, we are since Flipkart is very big, um, platform, they're having the huge, you know, customers all over the India. They want to utilize different platforms for easy order, for easy sales. I mean orders, I can say, for easy orders, for user interest. So they can use the mobile device, I mean desktop, or desktop means website, okay, and Salesforce application. So right, whenever we made a, like for example, when we like click on the some, once you select the product and you click on the buy, right, there will be order will be created, okay. They're using some other like you know uh, backend, maybe some system, external system, maybe SAP or some ERP system, right? So they are using the like their backend system. The implement, like that was developed in some other language technology, I can say. It could be a SAP or some ERP system. So it stores the orders, which has the orders. Actually it will generate the orders based on the product details, orders from this system. This one is external system, okay, external system. So when you made a uh, like order request from the mobile, it will go to the system, it will generate the order, and that order will go to the mobile. The same way, same way for desktop, same way for Salesforce. So which means like, um, they're having their own external system that handles the orders, that will generate the orders, and that orders will respond back to um, the different platforms, could be mobile, desktop, or Salesforce. So here, just so now we are, our context is Salesforce only, right? Let's understand, like we have to understand between the external system and Salesforce. So here, let's say, that is just a general example of the Flipkart. Now let's coming to our point, I mean our topic, that is external relationship. Since I discussed, like since we discussed, right, we have the different system to make the orders, and that orders needs to be referenced in the Salesforce. So here, like there are two systems. One is Salesforce, and another one is some other system. So we need to have some relationship between the two systems data. So as of now, like till now, we have seen the different relationship that only deals with the internal Salesforce objects or records. Now we are Coming to the kind of next maybe I can say advanced one. We have to map some relation between the external system and Salesforce. There you will see the you know um, Salesforce external lookup relationships. Here only we will see like external lookup relationships in Salesforce, which means like this relationship will map the records between the external systems and Salesforce records, not only Salesforce to Salesforce objects. Okay, so let's say mm first of all, like we'll see like what is external um, records, and what we know already. Salesforce record, how Salesforce records looks like. This is a Salesforce record, I can say. This is a Salesforce record having the Salesforce record ID, and these are the fields. The same way we need we how to understand the external object. This is the Salesforce object, and same way we also have to understand the external object. Okay, external objects are the different objects in Salesforce which ends the prefix is okay x. For custom objects we see underscore underscore 3, right? This is Salesforce custom objects. For Salesforce external objects we will see underscore underscore x, which means external objects. Okay, so we have to in external object, mm, for example, first of all, um, like what external object what data in external object will store. Actually there is a system, ERP system, maybe SAP. I can just I'm taking example as SAP. So here orders are getting created. These orders will send to Salesforce. Like actually we can store this information Salesforce in custom objects, but um, that is not a good way. Salesforce also supports the external object feature, so that's why we use the different objects which are external objects. We will create the external object that will sync to this source. Actually we have to create the external object in Salesforce, not the custom object. So this external object automatically sync to this SAP, and SAP data will send to the external object. So we will map this external object into our Salesforce custom objects, or Salesforce regular objects. It could be standard or custom objects. So this relationship is like can be done by using the external lookup relationships. The mapping between the relation between the external objects and Salesforce object. I think now you got the point. Let's see in practical, like where we can create the external object, and what is the like how we can form the relations and all. So generally we create the objects in object sorry, generally we create the objects in object manager, right? But for external objects you cannot go to the object manager. They will store in different place. That is, see, integrations, under integrations you will see the external objects. Okay, just create the new object. I'm just creating new object. Let's say I'm just giving the object name as maybe orders. Okay, orders, orders, right? So here you will have the different options. External connection details, these are the required basically. So in regular object manager you won't see this. So but in when you create the external object you will see this option: external data source and data table name. So like what is external data source? So here, like what is our data source? So this is the external object in Salesforce. This object, like gets the data from the SAP. So SAP is our source, data source. This SAP data will send to this external object. So when you create the external object, you need to, have you should define the source. Okay, that is the external. That is called external. Data source. External data source. First of all, you have to create the external data source. Then only you can able to create the external object. So where you can create the data source, I'm going. There is an option in the setup only under the integrations. You will see this external data sources. So here you have to create the external data source. So just click on the. It's a like like very advanced topic I can say. Um, but I'm just giving in high level information only, not going very deep. So here you have to define the external data source. Maybe I can say order. This is its name order. Um, order external order sectional data source. Order sectional data source name. So you will see the API name. Here you have to define the types. There are different types actually. So like how your source is giving data, like in a GraphQL way or SQL way, simple. There are so many things are there in like in type, but just now like just go with some uh, Salesforce connect or data. We will see this like actually this is, as I said, this is like advanced thing. We will see it later. Just now we will go with some high level information only. So simple URL. Maybe let's go to, yeah. So when you select the type, you have to define the URL. So which means like like APIs, right? Sorry. Um, like for example, how SAP will send the data to any other system. So they will create some APIs actually, application like interfaces. They will create some APIs. APIs are in the sense like they look like a URL. When you access that URL, you will find the data. Okay, it could be in JSON format or any other XML format like that, which is in. Um, so when you hit that URL, right, you will see the data. It will gives you the data. So that URL will be you know uh, give you by SAP system only. They will give you the API, and that API that API can be call it as URL. Maybe you can see this. It can be like this. So we are using some SAP system, right? You can see the API could be like this. When you hit this URL, you will see the data in JSON format. Yeah, that URL has to be given. Where is that? That URL has to be given here in this. So these are just normal thing. So when you give that URL, right? Let's save this. When you provide the basic informations, right? Authentication parameters. When you click on the validate and sync, automatically Salesforce understand this data type. Like we are getting some data in JSON format, right? Salesforce understand this data, and Salesforce will create the external object automatically based on this response. So in this response, we can have the like field names, like how JSON object look like. For example, if I go to the some JSON, let's say this is the just just sample JSON response. So here you will see the different nodes, like data types are this one, and background color this one, label this one, like that. You will see like SAP will send the data, like orders data in the JSON format based on the like label, what I can say, based on the JSON's structure. Salesforce understand, maybe here you can say label could be a field name, like that. Salesforce understand the structure and it will create the external object automatically. You no need to create external object manually. You can create the external object, but if you click on the, if everything is correct, right, if you click on the validate and saying, automatically external object will create it. So it could be like this. If we go to this, it could be like this. As I mentioned, external object suffix is, I mean, it ends with underscore underscore x. Okay. So here we have the uh, stand external ID. This is mandatory for external lookup, and displaying. These are like, we can also add the custom fields and all. You're having the different page layout. This is just same as a custom object only, but uh, look and feel like bit different. Okay. This is about the external object. Like once external object ready, you can able to create the relation between the Salesforce object and external object. So there are two type of you know uh, external lookups are available. One is indirect, like external lookup, and another one is the indirect lookup. Okay. Sorry. So external lookup is directly, so there are two types actually. One is external lookup, and second one is indirect lookup. So here, for example, in external lookup, this is Salesforce, and this is some other system. In Salesforce, we create the, opportunity, right? We create the opportunity in Salesforce. So when you create the opportunity, so you will send this opportunity to, you will send this opportunity to, um, you know some API, like here we'll do the API integration. Opportunity will send to this other system. This is maybe SAP. I can maybe just assume as SAP. So once opportunity is sent, um, this SAP will create the order. It will create the order. That order will send back to this. Just order in sales, in opportunity we will store only order number, nothing else. This is the opportunity record. So here we see only order number. So just order number. So when you send the opportunity to SAP, opportunity will create the order. That order number will send back to the external system. Here you can see the order number. So opportunity cannot hold the all the order information. Okay, we just we just referencing only order number only. It won't like order can have the different details, right? Like what are the products they purchased. Order can have the multiple fields, like product number, and like how many products, quantity, and then unit price, list price, total price, everything, discount, everything. So but opportunity, we don't want to store all this information, right? So we just need to store the but the requirement is they just need to store only order number. Okay. But this order details can be, coming to Salesforce. It will not onto the direct opportunity object, it will store in the, it will we will store this order information in external object. This is external object. When you have the order number na, you can you can match that order, you can map that order number into like Salesforce. We have the order number. So Salesforce, what Salesforce will do is, so based on this order number, it will look the, I mean, it will refers the external object. In external object you will find the order number, or I mean order number. That order number can be referencing into this opportunity. That is like how external lookup relationship will work. We see like in practically, for example, uh, I want to map a I want to create a external lookup on the opportunity object. So basically here in external lookup, Salesforce records like here opportunity is a child, okay, and this external object is a parent. Basically this is just parent. So where you will create the lookup relationship, always in the child, right? So I'm just going to the opportunity, go to, how I can go click on the edit object. Sorry. So here I can go to the fields and relationship. So clicking on the new, so I can see external lookup relationship. Just click on the external lookup relationship and going next. And you should definitely, you should create the external object only. Here we, this external object should be created, then only we can able to select that, we can relate to that. I have already created external object, text external object. Going next, and the field name maybe I can give as order external, order number. Okay, length just give me 200. Next. Something is it created or not? Yeah, it's created already. So here you see the data type is external lookup. When I go back, here I can see order number. This is external lookup. So external lookup. So the parent is test external object. The parent object is here external object. Okay, not the Salesforce object. It's external object. External object in the Salesforce. Okay, opportunity is a child actually. So yeah, this is how you can map the. You can create the external lookup in the Salesforce. I cannot test this because we have to sync into the we have to load the external data in the external object that needs to sync everything. We have to do some setup actually. um, I cannot test that now, but you understand, right? How you can you know create the external lookup between the Salesforce objects and the external object. So whenever you have the order number, right, on the opportunity, it will go to the external object, and external object has the order details. That order details can be referenced, and this external object data is always comes from the SAP or other system. Okay, this is the relation between, this is the external relationship lookup. Sorry. Okay, the next one is it clear or confusing? Yes, actually we haven't like basically we should have this some integration like knowledge to understand this. Okay, how integration works in the Salesforce. um, but this is not that much important topic. I just want to have the high level information, so I'm just explaining again. Yeah, but the other people are they don't know the Telugu. Like few people they don't know the Telugu. That's the yeah. So yeah, now yeah, I'm explaining again. So like we know like how we can relate between the S of for example, um, how we can form the relation between the Salesforce object within Salesforce object. That could be a account to, I mean, account to contact relationship, account to opportunity relationship. We have seen already. But okay, this relationship we have seen like what lookup relationship, many to many, and master data relationship. Now, like we are making the relationship, like we are forming the relationship between the Salesforce objects and external systems. Okay, external systems. Okay, which means yeah, external systems. They are not a regular Salesforce objects. It could be a account and some external object can be a orders. Okay, order mm, orders. So when I like talk about the underscore, which means which is external object. So it could be a opportunity and some invoices. Like these regular relationships are between like in between the Salesforce objects only, account contact, account opportunity, account user and all, I mean account call and all. But here we are crossing some extra crossing line, and we are making the relationship between the Salesforce objects and external objects. Okay, external object is also a Salesforce object, but it stores, like we cannot create the external objects records, like we are creating external, I mean we are getting in regular way, we are creating accounts simply just going the account and clicking on the new button, right? So for external objects you cannot create that. So all external, for external objects always data comes from the some other systems, SAP or some other integrations, some integration systems, SAP or ERP tools. Okay, so this data always stores in the, I mean, like enterprise tools, like just so these stores the like basically like IBM tools. Like there are some other tools. These are not part of the Salesforce, right? Um, just just for reference only, I'm talking about these tools actually. In regular way, we use SAP only, like SAP, Informatica, some other tools. Like these are just different applications. Okay, don't think much, they are just a different application. They will send data to our Salesforce. Okay, so that data always stores in the external object, and that external object we are creating the, like we are creating the relationship between the external object to our regular objects, that those are accounts object, I mean accounts, opportunities, like order, like some Salesforce regular objects. Okay, these external objects get the data from the some other external systems, and this data, like these objects records will um, map into our accounts or opportunities by using the external lookup relationships. So for that we have to create, first we have to create the external object. We already created this external object. This external object gets the data automatically from the external systems. Okay, like we have the uh, like opportunities records, right? Like test opportunity, this Apollo pharmacy, these are the opportunity records, right? The same way we will also get the list of external object records. Okay, that could be invoices, orders from the another systems. Okay, the data will always stores in the external object. So we are looking, like we are mapping, like let's say we are having some thousands of records, right? Maybe some thousands of records. So we have to map that. Maybe this particular record is belongs to account. I mean, this particular record is belongs to some other account. So we should have the relationship, right? That relationship can be formed by using the external lookup. So we know like how to create the external object. Like once you create the external object, um, go to any Salesforce object, regular Salesforce object. So now I'm like here I'm using opportunity. In opportunity, I have to create the external lookup field. Okay, when you create the external lookup field, you have to select this external lookup relationship field, and when you go next, you have to select the that object, the external object which we created. Okay, so based on this, where is that? Yeah, here if I see, if I open here, for example, put some, for example, this one order. Okay, some 1 2 3, maybe. So order number. This is order number. Okay, external number. So this order number should be match match in this record, like orders record. So in opportunity we have order number is we got the order number is ORD 1234, right? That record number should match with this records which we, no, that is, yeah, that is also, that is like indirect lookup basically. That is indirect lookup. Here it is external lookup. So basically how external lookup is works is, um, so we are creating opportunity. So here I created opportunity now. uh, so here we have a opportunity. So this opportunity needs to send to the SAP, right? We should have some integration. So we will, that integration part we have to implement, like some customization has to be done, some API call has to be done. So for example, this is opportunity. So we have to send this to some maybe SAP. I'm saying, okay, SAP. So for this opportunity, we are having this external field now. So this field, yeah, something happening. Yeah, because I will go to some other opportunity. Actually, I was, I added the external ID na here. So what is happening now? I was added one external ID na. So here order. So like Salesforce is looking for this record in the this object, external object. So since we do not have the external object, I mean any records, right? Orders. I mean some this object. We do not have any records now in this object. Salesforce is unable to find this record. That's why we are getting this error. So automatically based on that record ID only, Salesforce will go to that external object and it will find the record. So I was added this URL for the mapping data source. I was mentioned the external data source. So we have to like give this some API. That API will gives you the list of records, right? So here I must mention this, but Salesforce is unable to find the record, exact record, because we do not have any records in external object. Okay, let me remove that. Just removing it. We'll see. Yeah, now I'm not getting any error because see whenever you see, I'm explaining again. See, this is the opportunity. This is our opportunity we created. Okay, this is our opportunity. This opportunity will go to the SAP. Okay, so SAP, right? Some other system, some other any backend system. So we will get the external order number. Okay, this external order number is referencing into the SAP's data. Basically, we have the order list of orders data, right? That SAP holds the orders data. Whenever you have the external order number, you automatically refer to that external object. So if I add the some other some random number, so we will get the error because I do not find any record. I do not find any record with this number. Yeah, this is what this is about the external lookup actually. I think now it's clear, right? Okay. So indirect lookup means like same thing only. So we have to create the external object, same process. But here Salesforce object, here account is a child actually. Okay, I mean account or object is a Salesforce object is always act as a child. External object act as a parent. So we are creating I mean lookup in the like always we create the lookup field on the child object, right? So where we created for in this scenario we created on the opportunity, which means opportunity is a child. Okay, order is the I mean external object is the parent. So here indirect lookup, Salesforce object will act as the parent. Okay, so we will create the so you cannot find the if you go to the opportunity I cannot find the indirect lookup. See, I cannot find the indirect lookup. But when you go to the external object, here the external object which we created already, if you go to this and here if you create the new field, new, you can see the indirect lookup relationship. You can see this option only in the external object. Okay, not in the regular Salesforce object. So basically, where we use this like lookup uh, look I mean indirect lookup relationship. So they are already having the bunch of records in the backend. Okay, so they will refers to the like um, like they are already having the bunch of records and they knows the account number and opportunity number. That number automatically will refer to the external objects in the Salesforce. So we rarely use this relationship, and even external objects also we rarely use. We will like big applications they will use, but indirect lookup relationship very rarely use actually. And yeah, if I go deep, right, like it will confuse you more. I want to stop here because mainly the external lookup is important. The same indirect lookup is also same, but here external object will act as a child. When you create the external lookup relationship records now, you can see in opportunity you will see in related you will see the maybe in related you will see the external objects records as well. Here we haven't made the any relationship, but you can see in the related list. Yeah, I will add the notes in the document so that you can understand. You can refer again. You will understand it. Yeah, that's all for today. Yeah, bye.